When I was reading the research, I had pigeonholed this at first in headhunting, which is the term used for, and I thought, okay, this is a variation on headhunting, but the more I read, I realized, no, this is something else. Let's compare that for people watching.
Yes.
It's not you do some headhunting, but that's not your main thrust.
Not the main thrust. The main thrust is providing a flexible workforce for our clients. So clients have a need for talent, whether for a project or for special engagements, time dependent. So it might be a 2-year project that they don't want to staff up with employees for. So they come to people like us to provide them with independent contractors or temporary employees. So currently we would have about 1,000 people out on those kinds of engagement with clients across the country.
And does that mean that you sort of dampen the expectation of the people that you're placing there? You break the bad news up front to them, guys, this is 2 years. If you're joining this project, it's 2 years. Don't hope it'll turn into a job. Is it that kind of?
There's two types of things. The independent contractors are their own company. So they're one-person companies. Their expectations are always contract. They don't want to become full-time employees. And then we have temporary employees, and they often will have an objective to become an employee. And some of the statistics I read suggest that temporary employees, about 80% of them will find full-time work through multiple temporary engagements. So it works for everybody.
They get to prove their mettle.
They prove their mettle, and often clients want to try before they buy or those kinds of things, and it works well.
And not to be Pollyannish about it, they probably work better because there is that hope.
There's a hope, yeah. They're willing to put their best foot forward, and they want to do the best so that they can get hired on.
And it's up to you, of course, to evaluate these people. That's something you do have in common with headhunters.
Exactly.
Headhunters, I think, had to guarantee for a year, and if it didn't work out, they weren't paid or they had to find someone else. You are held to some kind of standard like that?
Same kind of standards. If we're placing temporary employees and they don't work out, then we're expected to bring another one in instead. And the client has a need for somebody to do the job. They look to us to get them that person.